Former wide receiver Randall Cobb weighed in on the future of his longtime teammate, Aaron Rodgers. While many assumed the 2025 NFL season might be Rodgers' swan song, Cobb doesn't think so. Appearing on Johnny Manziel's Glory Days podcast, Randall Cobb said he believes Rodgers has 2 more real years left in the tank, provided he stays healthy. He admitted he thought last year might have been Rodgers' final snap, but the veteran quarterback's drive to finish on his own terms remained strong. On Tuesday, Rodgers himself addressed the media about the Pittsburgh Steelers' sluggish offense. As Kurt Popejoy of USA Today reported, Rodgers rattled off several reasons, timing, execution, and rhythm, for why the unit has struggled through 3 weeks. Yet, as Popejoy noted, those explanations sounded generic and ignored the most obvious issue. None of the Steelers' top offensive players saw meaningful preseason action. Rodgers, who joined the team late in camp, never took a live snap before Week 1. Neither did star wideout DK Metcalf. Tight end Pat Freiermuth only logged 13 snaps, while running back Jaylen Warren managed just 8. For a unit trying to develop chemistry with a brand-new quarterback, the lack of live reps may explain why the offense has sputtered despite the Steelers' 2-1 record. Rodgers admitted frustration after Sunday's win over the Patriots, where the defense carried the day. "I don't like getting too binary," he said post-game. "It's a marathon, not a sprint. Dig into the details, practice well, and like game day, take care of itself." While his message preached patience, the numbers tell a different story. The Steelers rank near the bottom of the league in passing yards and explosive plays through 3 weeks. Still, Rodgers reminded reporters that his love for the game hasn't faded. He insisted the offense will improve with more continuity. Whether that comes in time for a tough Week 4 clash with the Vikings remains to be seen. Adding to the stakes, Rodgers just passed Brett Favre with his 509th career touchdown, moving into 4th place on the NFL's all-time passing TD list. Only Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and Tom Brady remain ahead of him. It was a reminder of Rodgers' legacy and why Pittsburgh is betting on him to stabilize an offense still finding its identity. Mark Twain once said there are lies, damn lies, and statistics. Steelers defensive coordinator Teryl Austin would like to say the same. Currently, the Steelers are 28th in total defense, yards allowed. And yet, the team is 2-1 after holding the New England Patriots to 14 points last week. 2 injured players, Ilby Cole Holcomb and first-round DT Derek Harmon, returned to face the Pats. 2 more starters could return this week to face the explosive Minnesota Vikings. Defensive backs Joey Porter Jr. and Deshaun Elliott, valued starters last season, have shown up on the practice field this week. 2 guys that have been with us, said Austin. Familiarity with being here and being with me and in this system allows you to do some things. Austin went into coachly detail about those things. It gives you some flexibility because sometimes you get in the game and there are some things you may not have worked on that we go, "Hey, we need this game." Or, "Hey guys, we're going to do this," and they have recall and they're able to get to those things. When you have newer guys, that's not the case. You've got to figure out how to adjust and deal with what you put in that week. The newer guys fully populated the Steelers' secondary in the 2 games since Porter and Elliott got injured. The top 5 defensive backs against the Seahawks are all new to the Steelers this season, while the top 6 defensive backs against the Patriots, with the recent addition of Jabril Peppers, are new to the Steelers this season. Little wonder communication issues have cropped up. For a secondary that showed off its smothering skills early in training camp and became the reason for high expectations of the defense as a whole this season, those issues have resulted in skewed statistics. "There are certain things that go on at camp, and that's good," Austin said. "But it doesn't matter until you're in a game and you see how guys react and go in the game and learn them in the game. Now that we're starting to get those game snaps under our belt, I kind of see us getting a little bit better. We've got a long ways to go, don't get me wrong," Austin added, "but I feel we can get there because I think I like the talent and the work ethic of the group." If Porter and Elliott play this week, they'll bolster a secondary that's going against a Vikings offense highlighted by wide receiver Justin Jefferson and tight end TJ Hawkinson. They'll be joined by the return of former Pitt star Jordan Addison, a talented wide receiver coming off a 3-game NFL suspension. After 3 games, the Steelers ranked 28th in yards allowed per reception, 26th in total pass defense, and 24th in opponents' passer rating. The combination of cohesion and health will no doubt help. Porter and Elliott joined Darius Slay, Jalen Ramsey, Brandon Eccles, Chuck Clark, Juan Thornhill, and Peppers to form a who's who of talented veterans. "There's a nice high ceiling in that room," Austin said. "We have talent, but we also have veterans. We have some good young talent. To me, the secondary is a lot like an offensive line. You have to get to learn to play together because of all the intricacies that go on with your group. I just think they have an opportunity to really get better. I'm not going to go out and say, hey, we're going to be X, Y, and Z, but I just like the fact that we do have a lot of room to improve. I think if we make those improvements and do that, that's going to help us win a lot of games." As for the skewed statistics on offense, coordinator Arthur Smith pointed to the Steelers' alleged inability to throw deep. Aaron Rodgers has thrown an NFL-high 31.4% of his passes behind the line of scrimmage, but he's compiled a 120.2 passer rating on short passes, less than 10 air yards, according to Next Gen Stats. And Smith pointed out that the game-winning touchdown pass last week to Calvin Austin was recorded as a 17-yarder, but could have gone further. Much further. "We won the game on a deep ball as the field ran out," Smith said. "If we had been 40 yards back, that could have been a 60, 70-yard touchdown. So it's not by lack of trying. We opened the season going deep, and we got sacked. So it's not like it's been quick game, 3 yards and a cloud of dust. They still have to defend that stuff, and you got to hit more of them. We got to continue to work, do a better job, make sure we're better in just the basic fundamentals, whether that's blocking, taking advantage of some of the man coverage, and how we release. All of that stuff goes into it. But there's not a lack of vertical speed. If you want to say, well, do a better job of it, that's fair. But it's not for lack of intent." The message from both coordinators: don't be surprised if the statistics tell a different story next week. The Pittsburgh Steelers could make a big splash and go get a defensive player, according to Dan Graziano of ESPN. Graziano says the Steelers have shifted their focus amid some of their new defensive struggles and could land a defender rather than a key player like Tyreek Hill. "I feel the Steelers have pivoted a bit, and if they make an in-season move, it would more likely be to help their struggling defense," Graziano said. Nick Farabaugh is the Pittsburgh Steelers beat writer for PennLive.com, based in Pittsburgh. He is entering his 4th season on the Steelers beat. Before joining PennLive, he was the Steelers beat writer for